Hello and welcome to Fandango's Weekend Ticket. I'm Dan Perrault and I'm here at the Fandango Movie Clips VIP Lounge in San Diego Comic-Con. There are two new movies this week, the comedy Trainwreck as well as action-adventure Ant-Man. Let's break it down. First up, Trainwreck. This is a raunchy comedy about a free-spirited young woman in the midst of her first serious relationship. Bill Hader and rising star Amy Schumer are hilarious, but a lot of the comedy surprisingly comes from LeBron James, who proves he's a superstar and more than just basketball, which really just isn't fair. If you're looking for lots of laughs and aren't afraid of some shock humor, this would be a great choice for you. Next up is Ant-Man, starring Paul Rudd and Michael Douglas. Rudd plays an ex-con who's down on his luck until he's recruited to wear the Ant-Man suit to keep the shrinking technology from falling into the wrong hands. It sounds silly, and it is, but this is one of Marvel's funniest films to date, and it's an interesting change of pace from the larger-than-life Avengers movie. Ant-Man proves that you don't have to be big to have a big heart. Fandango chief correspondent Dave Karger had a chance to sit down with Paul Rudd. Let's check it out.
Did you know what day of production was going to be the day where you had to take your shirt off? Was it marked on your calendar, and was that the day you knew you just had to be in the best shape of your life?
There is a little bit of that, but it wasn't like we started production and looked ahead and was like, okay, that's the day. But as it got closer, the AD would say, we're thinking, it could be one of these days, it's like, we're thinking next week, next Wednesday. How does that sound? And I was like, okay, that sounds okay. And I know in my head that that day's on the calendar and I'm not eating poorly anyway, but I'm gonna be even better and maybe even drinking a little less water.
You do something a couple times in this movie, you have to pretend that you've been punched in the face. It happens like 3 times. Mm-hmm. What's the secret to convincing that you've just been punched when you in fact have not?
Snap back. And also camera angles. You could be this far away, but if you go like this, give me a punch right now. It's a snap back. And then if you can, and then try and bring your head back, it looks very real.
Now let's see what movies you, the Fandango fans, are buzzing about in this week's Fanticipation. Here are the scores. That's what's happening this weekend at the movies. I'm Dan Perrault, and I'll see you next time. If they let me do this again.
Be sure to download the Fandango app for the latest movies, showtimes, and exclusive Fandango content at your fingertips. So what's your weekend ticket going to be? Buy your tickets on Fandango.